Hey Clout Chasers, how are you guys doing? It's your girl Mousy and I am the ultimate SL Clout Chaser. So yesterday was a really long day for me. I ended up going to work. I was like physically in the office, so just the commuting and everything that went along with that. And plus, just due to the pandemic, like my reporting and my responsibilities have increased a lot. So I was like mentally drained by the time I got home. And then my little booger Jackson is back, so I went to pick him up, and then we did like regular house errands, like grocery shopping and stuff. Otherwise, I would have brought this news to you like almost immediately. So guys, if you're living under a rock somewhere and you haven't heard, Genus is back. I tried to keep you guys updated because I posted on my community post letting you know that Genus is back. Anna had kind of indicated to us that she would be back because she left a message on her Facebook story yesterday, and it basically said, I have some really great news, but I just have to get my thoughts together. And everyone in my comments on Facebook was really excited, and they're like, what's the news, Mousy? What's the news? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm waiting just like you are. And I think around 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday, Anna wrote like this entire post about what was going on with Genus and the DMCA. So let me just cut to the chase. Long story short, Genus, like in essence, won this DMCA, and I'm the reason I'm saying in essence because she also used the words partially in her statement, and that's because they still don't know the identity of the person who filed it. But Anna is like determined to find out, and Anna's the creator of Genus, in case you guys are unaware of that. So that's number one. And she has some fail safes in place to ensure that this doesn't happen again. I have tons of commentary. As you know, guys know, I always have a comment or something. I'm a very outspoken person. But you know what? Let me read this statement to you, and then let's dig into it. Let's dive into it. I'm sorry I couldn't post this earlier. I did post her thread on my community post, wanting to give you the information as soon as possible around 6 or 7 yesterday. But I just was too tired to think about SL YouTube or anything SL related. I think I popped on for a little bit and then just got off. Like real life got the best of me. And it'll probably get the best of me today, like too, because I have a lot of stuff to do today and I have things related to my event. So it may not be like so playful or so video orientated or YouTube orientated today either. But anyways, let me read Anna's comment. Genus will be opening today, sometime today. We don't know the time. I tried to head over there. Unfortunately, I couldn't. And right now it's like 4:15 SLT time, and it's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because I'm a pretty early riser. And I couldn't find anyone at Genus to give me a comment. And I tried, trust me. So just to let me know, just succinctly, like what time are they opening? Are there going to be the free gifts? Like, will they still be available? Things like that I wanted to know. Oh, look at my necklace, guys. It's kind of like, I'll fix that later, but don't mind that. All right, so this is from Anna. And Anna says, hashtag Genus is strong, hashtag Genus won. I have won, partially, but still, I was able to prove that the truth is always on my side, and it's impossible to slander an honest person. You want to know why I won partially? Because we haven't been able to figure out who this Toad person is. We haven't been able to figure out this person yet, but I'm sure that sooner or later he will, I'm going to say he or she will face the consequences of his or her actions. And I assure you, and this is you, bold, Y-O-U, I will not give up trying to find you, bold, again. Oh yes, I know that you read my Facebook and follow me here because you have so much interest in what I do with my team. So today I want to share with you, Genus customers, what happened during these few months of hell for me. The person who did this thought his or her plan out very well, but I'm not stupid because of all the deception, which at first seemed scary. I thought, is this really a coincidence? But no, when examining the details, I realized that someone was trying to frame me. Since you're reading my post too, you should know that your plan was revealed in 15 minutes that was spent on searching for information on Google. So what happened exactly, you guys might add? This person, I am sure, is quite experienced Second Life user. Basically, he copy-botted my mesh from the game, and then having some editing skills, he used Photoshop CS6 to create the ad. Do you know what the funniest thing? He called himself by my name and said he'd been developing mesh from a very famous game studio for 13 years. But in his vendor pick, he used free renders from the stock. He created this vendor ad on April 6, 2020, shortly before filing a fake copyright complaint against me, and uploaded this product to be sold on a third-party site. Great. The ad was ready, rendered DAS plus rendered stock from the game, and the mesh of the copy-botted heads on top of his render. So let me just break this down for you. Let me finish this paragraph and I'll break it down, guys. Then this person came up with a fake address, fake phone number, and fake lawyer from New York that's not even in the database. They came up with a text about the alleged studio itself, that they've been doing business for 13 years, and a list of claims they had against us. In the end, they asked to remove all Genus content from all the inventories so that not even a trace of mine would remain in SL. No store, no product, no nothing. So what it sounds like Anna is saying is that someone actually copy-botted her mesh, created an advertisement, and tried to say that they had an existing business. But they did not have an existing business, guys. And basically when they went to court and her photos were, and the person's or the claimant's photos was examined carefully, they realized that this kind of didn't make sense because the person had just put this ad up on April 6th. The timing was really suspicious because it was very close to the time that they filed the DMCA. In addition to that, it's like the photos didn't hold up well because there was just like obvious proof that it was like manipulated, right? And if you guys hear that beeping, it's from Discord. Let me just close Discord out for a second so that you guys don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so shortly before filing a fake copyright complaint against me, this person uploaded this product to be sold on a third-party site. So they copy-botted her item, uploaded it into a third-party site with this fake ad, fake rendered stock photo, and a mesh of a copy-botted head. And then they filed a complaint as if they were in existence for 13 years long before her. Like, if this isn't the most diabolical, crazy thing that you've ever heard, guys, I honestly don't know what is. So let's continue. So it says the most disappointing thing to me is the whole situation is that I and my 5 lawyers were ignored for several months. So let me just go back. I'll read that again in case that got a little choppy. The most disappointing thing to me in this whole situation is that I and my lawyers were ignored for several months. Nobody wanted to answer me. All my letters were unanswered. I received no feedback at all. My lawyers received only reference to the old letters and the copy of this person's complaint. And of course, nobody answered us from those fake addresses and fake phone numbers because obviously this is a business that didn't exist. Like, this person like fabricated a business in order to steal her product and say that the head was there so maybe they could make a quick buck or something. So the lawyer only received references to old letters and copies of the complaints. And of course, nobody answered us from those fake addresses and phone numbers. After months of silence, we were able to achieve the result that we wanted. A very famous and strong American lawyer took up the case, for which I am immensely grateful. I have received return on sale approval for all my items, and there's no longer any DMCA against Genus Project. All charges were dropped. All copyrights of all my works were registered, and all complaints and DMCAs that are sent to me from now on will be invalidated. Linden Labs is notified of the registration of rights and trademarks. During this time, I experienced several stress. I could not sleep. I could not eat. The thought that I was considered a thief caused me so much depression and anxiety. I wanted to give up on everything and leave, but I'm not used to giving up. I cried because I was treated unfairly and realizing how easy it is to frame the real authors of works. It's just insane. And for that, Anna, like, we're really sorry. And as a community, we stand by you. Like, we love your product. The heads are amazingly beautiful, and I just can't imagine going through this. Like, I know that I had gone through a divorce, and my divorce took a year, and I'm the kind of chick who's like checking your problems at the door. Like, you put on show up pretty, get what you need to get done, and be a boss bitch and just leave, and you just do what you have to do. But I remember days, like, even when I was going through my divorce, because it was like like your soul is separated from your body, like going through any type of court experience or anything like that, I would like literally be praying, like just get me through this hour. Or, you know, sometimes I would have to take a break because I would be crying in the bathroom and things like that. And I think with a relationship, it's a little different because, you know, you could always see the red flag sometimes, and you know that you also participated in a demise. In a situation like this where it involves a business and, you know, you birthing it and growing it from like a small little infant into something really successful, it's really unfortunate because y- there's literally nothing you could have done wrong. The only thing I want to recommend to people is that if you have a business in SL or anywhere, it's going to be so important that you copyright your items and you get like it date stamped and things like that. I don't know if that would have really helped Anna in this case, because it looks like what the accuser did was they actually created this fake company and fake studio and they backdated it 13 years. So had her items been copyrighted, it could have still been challenged because this person is saying, "Oh, I've been around for 13 years." Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel her pain. I do understand, like, going. I'm not in, you know, in general a depressed person, but I do understand, like, you know, being depressed, being really sad about this situation, having to go to court, going through 5 lawyers to land on lawyer number 6 who's able to do something for you. The frustration of having all your, you know, responses unanswered. And I know it was probably a really scary and terrifying time for her. And we do like empathize with Anna, and we certainly feel bad for that. So here's what she's saying now. That is why I should shout out to everyone who is engaged in creativity and create something. You should register the copyright for each of your work. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. So no one can ever do the same thing to you. And to you, YOU, bold, I say this. That's to the little snake in the grass. If you hate me and my brand so much, then don't be a coward. Just tell me about it personally. If you want to compete with me, then learn how to work, live like me, and do it honestly and professionally. Okay, Anna, guys, I'm like snapping right here. Tell this person about themselves. Otherwise, you're nobody to me. Not a rival, not an enemy. You're just an empty spot. Nothing. I'm not afraid of weak people. Sit quietly in your hole so that you are not caught. The responsibility you have taken upon yourself is so huge, and you know, not for nothing, you could end up in jail. Well, that's about it. I said everything. I love you all. I am proud that we are all a big family, me, you, and everyone who loves Genus. I will reopen the store tomorrow. Until then, let's celebrate this beautiful day. And tomorrow's today, guys. Yeah, my heart really goes out to Anna in this situation. This is extremely unfortunate that someone was able to do this. And I think, well, I don't know, guys. Like, a little part of me says that we really need to examine the DMCA procedure in Second Life and perhaps how Lyndon responds to it. And what's unfortunate about this is that if we have companies who have really been, like, impacted by digital copyright, you know, then if we do amend the process, it negatively impacts them, right? So it's just like, what do we do in a situation like this? I'm really concerned about this. If I find out that it was, and you know, guys, I'm not for cancel culture. I've said this many times, like, because people are infallible, they make mistakes, and you could do better. But this is on another level. So if I find out, like, another mesh head company or bento head company actually did this, and not only kind of like created this false claim just to ensure that their business did really well in SL and get rid of the competition, I think I would be really upset, and I would like call for this person to be canceled because it's so unethical, and it's just so disturbing on so many levels. I don't know, guys. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Just leave your comment below. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, join the Discord, come to my makeover studio. Gotta Getcha Gotcha is my gotcha event that's starting on September 18th. It may start the Friday after. I don't know, guys. We could start with as little as 10 people, and we could start with 20 people. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's where we are, but that's going to happen. The first round is happening so soon. Guys, I'm excited. I've been working my butt off for this thing, and I hope to see you guys. Yeah, I love you guys so much. shout out to Kelly who showed me how to create a permanent Discord link. Babe, I'm working on it. I just haven't had a chance. So I'm going to create a permanent Discord link in my video so you guys don't have to always ask me, because it does expire within 24 hours. I appreciate you guys so much for coming to me and just watching my videos. And, you know, even those of you who know this news but are watching anyway, yeah, just thank you in advance for that. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to start real life work soon. Love you. Bye.